Armand Duplantis was fighting food poisoning just hours before competition. So how did he walk into Clermont Ferrand, clear a world-leading 6.06 meters, and still attempt a new world record like nothing was wrong? On Sunday, February 22, 2026, in Clermont Ferrand, France, something happened that perfectly captures why Armand Duplantis stands alone in modern athletics. It was not just another victory. It was not just another 6-meter clearance. It was a performance delivered under circumstances that would have forced most athletes to withdraw before the warm-up even began. The night before the competition, Duplantis was dealing with food poisoning. His condition was serious enough that his participation at the All Star Perche meeting was genuinely uncertain. There were real doubts about whether he would even step onto the runway. In pole vault, timing is everything. The event demands explosive speed, precise takeoff mechanics, and total coordination between body and pole. Even a minor physical imbalance can disrupt rhythm. Illness makes that challenge even more severe. Yet when competition time arrived, Duplantis made a decision that stunned observers. He would compete. He entered the competition at 5.70 meters. There was no sign of hesitation. The approach was smooth, the plant was clean, and the clearance was comfortable. It looked routine, almost casual, but given what he had gone through the previous night, nothing about it was routine. He then moved to 5.90 meters. Again, no drama. The bar stayed. The crowd began to sense that this was not going to be a survival performance. This was going to be another statement. At 6.06 meters, the meet shifted from solid to spectacular. That height would give him the world lead for the 2026 season. It was not automatic. He needed 3 attempts. The first 2 were close, but not perfect. On the 3rd attempt, the timing locked in. He drove upward, extended fully, and cleared 6.06 meters to secure the world lead. Even in less than ideal condition, he was once again the highest vaulter in the world. That clearance extended his winning streak to 37 consecutive competitions, a stretch that dates back to the summer of 2023. In an event where a single failed height can end your night, maintaining that level of dominance over nearly 3 years is almost unheard of. Championships, Diamond League meetings, specialty meets. It has not mattered. Duplantis keeps winning. With the victory secured in Clermont Ferrand, most athletes would have shut it down, especially considering the circumstances. Instead, Duplantis did what he has done repeatedly over the past few seasons. He raised the bar higher. He called for 6.31 meters. That height would have broken his own world record of 6.30 meters, set in Tokyo in September 2025. It was a bold call. He was already ill the night before. He had already secured the world lead. But his mindset is not built around playing safe. It is built around testing limits. He took 3 attempts at 6.31 meters. Each jump carried real intent. The first attempt showed the ambition. The second attempt was closer. On the third, the bar shook and teetered. For a brief moment, it looked possible, but it fell. No world record this time, but the message was unmistakable. Even while recovering from illness, Duplantis believes every competition is an opportunity to rewrite history. Behind him, Australia's Kurtis Marschall continued his own rise. Marschall recently joined the 6-meter club with a personal best of 6.00 meters, placing him among the elite group of vaulters who have reached that iconic height. In Clermont Ferrand, he finished second. It was another strong result for an athlete clearly moving forward in the global hierarchy. Yet the gap between second place and Duplantis remains significant. Marschall and others are improving. The event is competitive. But Duplantis operates on a different level. He is not simply clearing heights. He is controlling the narrative of the entire discipline. What makes this performance even more compelling is the technical reality of pole vault. The event is brutally unforgiving. It combines sprint speed, gymnastic coordination, upper body strength, and split-second timing. A slight delay in the plant can cause a miss. A slight dip in energy can result in insufficient lift. Food poisoning does not just drain strength, it disrupts rhythm and recovery. And yet Duplantis moved through his progression with composure. His runway rhythm looked stable. His takeoff position was consistent. His extension over the bar was sharp. If observers had not known about the illness, they might never have guessed anything was wrong. That is the mark of a champion operating at the highest level. Preparation meets confidence. Skill meets belief. The All Star Perche meeting itself has become one of the premier indoor pole vault events in the world. The crowd in Clermont Ferrand understands the event deeply. They know when they are watching something special. As Duplantis approached 6.31 meters, the atmosphere shifted from appreciation to anticipation. The audience was not just watching a meet. They were watching a potential world record attempt from an athlete who has made record-breaking feel routine. Each increment has required technical refinement and mental courage. The higher the bar goes, the more precise every phase of the vault must be. His 6.30-meter world record in Tokyo solidified his position as the greatest pole vaulter in history. It was not just about surpassing previous legends, it was about redefining what seems possible indoors and outdoors. Now, at just 26 years old in 2026, he continues to chase improvements measured in centimeters that carry enormous significance. The victory in Clermont Ferrand also sets the stage for the next major objective, the World Indoor Championships in Torun, Poland, scheduled for March 20th to 22nd. Duplantis will be seeking a fourth consecutive indoor world title. That type of championship streak places him in rare historical territory. Championship environments are different from regular meets. There is less margin for error. Athletes manage pressure differently. Sometimes tactical decisions about opening heights and passes become critical. But Duplantis has consistently demonstrated that he thrives in those moments. He controls competitions early and forces others to chase. He also revealed something personal after the meet. He joked that he would like another world record, perhaps to help fund his upcoming wedding. It was a light moment that showed his personality. Beneath the dominance is an athlete who understands the spectacle of the sport and embraces it. Still, beneath the humor lies an intense competitor. The decision to attempt 6.31 meters while not at full strength says everything about his mentality. He is not satisfied with winning. He is motivated by progression. 37 straight wins reflect more than talent. They reflect focus over time. Maintaining that streak requires constant adaptation. Rivals study his technique. They analyze his approach speed and pole selection. They look for weaknesses. So far, there have been none significant enough to break his hold on the top spot. The global field continues to develop. Marschall is improving. American and European vaulters are pushing towards 6 meters. Young talents are emerging. But Duplantis remains the reference point. When he clears a height, the rest of the field recalibrates their expectations. The 2026 indoor season is still unfolding. More meets remain before Torun. Each competition provides another opportunity for him to refine timing and build momentum. Illness in February did not slow him. Instead, it added another layer to his legend. There is something psychologically intimidating about an athlete who can win while unwell. It sends a signal to competitors that even circumstances that might derail others will not derail him. That aura matters in championship settings. When opponents line up knowing he has not lost in nearly 3 years, it affects strategy and belief. At 6.06 meters in Clermont Ferrand, Duplantis did more than secure a world lead. He reinforced the idea that the event moves when he moves. If he decides to attempt 6.31 again in Torun, the entire arena will lean forward. If he chooses to open higher than expected, the field will adjust. Pole vault looks simple. 1 bar, 1 runway, 1 athlete. But every extra centimeter demands years of training, technical precision, and physical strength. In Clermont Ferrand, even while recovering from food poisoning, Armand Duplantis still produced a world-leading 6.06 meters and chased 6.31. That is the difference between excellence and dominance. Excellence wins on good days. Dominance wins when conditions are not perfect and still pushes higher. As the World Indoor Championships approach, the question is no longer whether he will win. It is how high he can go. He did not break the record that night, but once again, he proved the standard belongs to him.